Daily Broadside, day 539. You know, by all accounts, shredded chicken is always going to beat regular chicken that you have to cut with a knife or a fork or something. But shredding chicken is such a pain in the ass, you know. It's not going to take tons of your time, but it's just not necessary, you know. Here's a little hack for you, right? And this goes for, you know, things that whether you would make a barbecue chicken for a sandwich or a queso dip in a crock pot, anything like that. You take you a hand mixer with the two beaters, you know, stick it in there, bam, put it in a bowl. Of course, the chicken needs to be, you know, hot. It doesn't need to be refrigerated, but, you know, right after you cook it and all, it will shred that stuff in like 8 seconds. It's like a chicken bull ride. It's crazy. And then, bam, you've got this whole bowl of shredded chicken. A lot of people don't know this, but I'm gonna tell you what, it'll change the game. It'll change your life. It'll change the game. It'll change the game of life. And hopefully you don't become a damn librarian or a damn reporter. You get to be a doctor or a lawyer or a politician in that game. Because really, I mean, the game of life, just if you end up being a photographer or, well, I guess it seems like a journalist or a reporter, whatever it's called, is like one of the lowest ones. You make like $8,000 a year or something. If the game of life is not anything more than just the game of chance and luck, because you know, I didn't like grow up and I could have been a lawyer or I could have been a journalist. Like, that's my decision as to what I want to be, not a roll of the dice. It's kind of weird because that game just sucks balls the rest of the time if you're a reporter, because you're making like $400 every, I don't remember how it goes, but you get a payday every time. I think you pass something and you get paid. I haven't played that game in probably 15, 20 years. Anyway, it's a stupid game because if you don't land on lawyer, doctor, or whatever, you're just pissed off the rest of the time. And maybe that is the game of life. The game of life is being pissed off. Maybe that is what we're talking about. And I'm gonna tell you what, the only thing that I have against Jesus, all right, is that he stole Amy Grant from us. Because Amy Grant in the 80s should have been in a Playboy spread for all the prepubescent and pubescent boys to just gawk at, because she was so hot, you know. Now, granted, she probably needed some implants to make it into that magazine, but still, just a beautiful girl, right? But Jesus stole her from us. And, you know, baby, baby, da, 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 da. No, 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 no. Stop for a minute. Baby, I'm so glad you're mine. I don't know why I was thinking about Amy Grant yesterday, but I was. In my hometown, there was a fountain on one of the main drags through town. This is a 4-lane road with a center turn lane, so 5 complete lanes, right? And there was a gas station there. It's no longer there. I think it turned into some, you know, fast food place. I could be wrong, but at any rate, it was a convenience store, gas station. And on the corner, right up next to like the curb, was probably a 8x8 fountain that just ran constantly. And a lot of the local college students, more times than not, would I had always heard it was them, because we never heard anybody in high school that did it. I mean, I think you would have found out. But they would go in there and they would pour like an entire gallon of, you know, dish soap into it, and it would just turn the fountain into millions and millions of bubbles. And to the point that there were times in my life where I'd ride down that road and they had done it the night before and it's still, you know, just bubbling over. And you would basically just drive through, you know, just like 4 feet of bubbles that are just because they would just go across the road, 4 or 5 lanes of travel. And you just get you a free car wash there as you rode down the road. And in my estimation, Lincoln will always best Cadillac almost every single time. They look better. They're more comfortable. They're stylish. They're more classy. And here's the thing too, like more people like Cadillacs, which makes me automatically not like them and want to go the other way. Here's 5 things that I have never had in my life, if I can remember all 5. Busch beer, Popeye's chicken, anything from Starbucks, ramen noodles. What was the last one? There was another one that I've never had. It was all these things that are just majorly popular, and I've just never had the occasion to digest them. So I'll probably remember it as soon as I hit stop on this video, but y'all giddy up.